If you like what you see, why don't you think about subscribing? And make sure to check out my channel for videos just like this. Are you heading on a vacation to Tampa Bay, Florida? Maybe you're thinking about moving there. Well, the good news is this video is definitely for you, as I'm a current resident of the city, and this is my top 10 recommended things to do while in Tampa Bay. Let's check it out. Nature trails and parks in Tampa. If you're someone that loves to ride a bike or maybe run on a trail or just love to exercise in general or just love to explore, Tampa Bay has so many different parks. I think it has some of the most parks in the state and actually in the country in one city. I mean, they're all over the place. And the cool thing about it is a good majority of them are actually connected. So you can literally ride basically your bike or run or whatever you want to do, almost from basically area to area, from park to park. There's just really cool, really cheap parking. Some has free parking. So definitely, if you love parks like myself, Tampa Bay is the place for you. The museums. Now, almost every major city in the country and almost the world has some type of museums or a couple of museums here and there, but Tampa Bay has quite a few unique museums. So for example, I actually took a day off of work just to explore as many museums as I could, and I ran out of time because they had so many. Now, of course, they have their standard Tampa Bay Museum, which is just the history of Tampa Bay, but then they have things like the Holocaust Museum, which you all know what that is, and then they also have things like the Salvatore Dali Museum. So basically, you're seeing all his artwork, and right now they have a really cool exhibit going on called the Van Gogh Alive, which I did videos on, so definitely check it out. It's really cool. They also have a photography museum. They just have just random museums, a glass museum where you get to kind of sit there and watch them make the glass right in front of you and learn how to do it. And the glass is actually extremely expensive. Like, it's really, really cool. So if you're a museum person, they're all over the place in Tampa Bay. The Florida Aquarium. Now, I was actually pretty hesitant to put this on the list because I remember one of my coworkers constantly complaining about how much she hated this aquarium, but I don't care. She can kick rocks. Like, I love this place. Like, it's not the biggest aquarium you've ever gone to, but the layout and what they actually have to offer and show in such almost a small little area is good. Like, it's really, really cool. It's a nice vibe to it. I went there when like a school was there, but it was so weird, like because the way of the layout of the building, they went in one room and I never heard or saw from them again. So I don't know what happened, but it was nice. Like, it's just a really nice aquarium. And then it has like a little 4D theater you can go in and get shaken around and stuff like that. Like, it was just a really good time. And so, I mean, it's right down near downtown, near the actual cruise ship terminal. So, I mean, if you need something to do, if you're waiting for your cruise or whatever, I would say run by there really fast because it's a really good time. Oh, sports. Now, this should be to no surprise for anyone, period, but I still want to relate to my people that may not be a big sports person like myself. Now, ironically, even though I actually have season passes to almost every major league sport down here, I don't go all the time because I just don't really care about sports like that. But this city has made me actually enjoy sports and really care about it much more than I would, and the reason why is because you got to think about it. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, these guys literally just won the Super Bowl. We got Tom Brady. And then we also have the Tampa Bay Lightning. They literally just won a Stanley Cup. So, I mean, the top of the top for hockey. And then we also have the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, yes, they're in St. Petersburg, which is a little bit further away, but they also went to the World Series. So, I mean, we have all these major league sports literally doing great in the sports world. So, I mean, if you're a sports nut, I mean, not only is it that, but you also have horse racing. I mean, it's just all type of sports around here. You'll love it. The Tampa Riverwalk. Now, I'll be honest, when I first moved to Tampa, I had no idea this existed until I said, you know what? I want to go ahead and start exploring the city, see what's out there. And everybody kept saying, yeah, go ahead and check out the Riverwalk. It's pretty new. It's a lot to do down there. And so when I walked down there, I was like, wow, this is really, really nice. And so for the people that aren't around here, what it basically is just this long, just walk that stretches all the way through the Tampa Bay, and it's through downtown. And so people come down there to jog, to run, to ride their bikes, just to walk. All different things you can do down there. There's little festivals that go on down there. I mean, it's downtown. So think about your typical downtown, but with the Tampa Bay flavor feel to it. I mean, you get to see the pirate ship for the Gasparilla Festival that they have down here. You get to see boats. You get to rent a boat. I mean, there's so many different things you can do, and it's all connected with this beautiful Riverwalk that has hotels and restaurants. It's really cool. It's really nice. Now, before we go any further, again, I want to thank you all for watching. If you don't mind, please share this video, like this video, leave a comment, do whatever you can. For whatever reason, my videos don't get shared that much. YouTube told me I wasn't posting enough for them to recommend my videos enough, which is ridiculous. But that's the type of nonsense it does. So please, it'll be really helpful. Let's keep going. The Tampa Green Boats. So this actually connects directly with the Riverwalk. Like I said, you can actually rent a boat on the Riverwalk. There's a couple different styles you can rent. You can rent one that's like a huge boat for multiple people, which I've done. It's really cool. They don't go that fast, but it's just really cool to have a boat that drives like a car that's basically for you and your family. But the one I recommend the most is going to be these green boats because they're nice and simple to use. Up to 2 people can ride in them. The people there are really nice, really laid back. And they give you ample time to pretty much go wherever you want to. And so, for example, if you want to go past Tom Brady, aka Derek Jeter's home, you can do that. You can just go wherever you want. You can go out to the cruise lanes. You're not really supposed to, but if you want to, you can get close to seeing a cruise ship. There's so many things you can do with that boat. And so, I mean, if you want to see all of downtown, if you want to see all of Tampa Bay, get one of those little boats. They're pretty cheap and they're really fun. Water sport activities. Now this kind of goes hand in hand with the green boats, but this is a little bit different because in those green boats, I mean, if you're not really driving reckless, you're not really going to get wet. But the water sports activity, this is for the thrillists like myself. Some of the things you can do are common things like going parasailing, going jet skiing, going on a boat ride under the bridge. There's so many different cool things you can do. There's actually even a tour where you can take horses and they can run on the water, run on the bridge. Like I haven't done that yet, so that's why I haven't put in this video. But there's so many different type of water sports activities you can do while in Tampa. It's really good. I mean, the weather's always great. Yes, it does rain, but it's not as crazy as Orlando where it's raining all the time. Tampa's a little bit more laid back with the rain. So come out here, do some water sports, and have a good time. The zoo. Now, I'm sure when you see the word zoo, you're thinking, oh, there's zoos all over the place. What makes Tampa Zoo so special? I'll tell you right now, it's 2 different reasons why I love this zoo. Number 1, they always run this deal where it basically says, pay for a day, come back for the rest of the year. It's usually like $20 to $30, and they have free parking there. So, I mean, it's one of the best deals you can get in Florida for any type of touristy trap. Number 2 is they have this safari, and it's so good. Like, they have a safari that's at Animal Kingdom, other different theme parks. You're so far away, it's not that fun. But the one at Tampa Zoo is so up close and personal, and it's so relaxing, and it's so well themed for a zoo. It's a reason just to go to that park. So I mean, to that zoo. I mean, that's why I call it a park, because it reminds me of a theme park when you get there. And every time I've been there, I've been on there on holidays, I've been there on dead days. It's always never ever busy. So I mean, if you want somewhere to go with your family, it's literally right near the Tampa Bay, so you maybe go fishing after that or go into a park or something like that. It's just a really good time. So please definitely check out the Tampa Zoo. Sky surfing. Okay, so I had to put this at number 2, and this is almost a cheat, but I don't care because this is my list. This is technically in Clearwater, but you do actually fly over Tampa. Let me explain what it is. So I did a full review on this. This is one of my first official reviews I did on this channel, but you pretty much get into this little motorized power scooter thing that literally takes off at an airport, and you fly all over Tampa, Clearwater, and St. Pete. You get to see it all. And it's just such a beautiful sight. And it was such a great memory because this was one of my first times when mother came down here to visit me. And I said, you know what, I'm going to make it special. So I took her, and I thought she was going to be scared, but she went first and she loved every second of it. So all this footage you're seeing, this is of her and her instructor. I was just sitting back just scared because I was scared of heights at the time. But this is just amazing. And you can actually find it on Groupon. I mean, now with COVID, I don't really know if it's a good choice to use Groupon or not. But either way, these guys were great. Great views and amazing activity. If you want to do something unique, definitely do the sky surfing in Tampa/Clearwater. All right, so thanks for staying along. I do want to go ahead and throw out some things that did not quite make the cut, but you all should still check out if you decide to come to Tampa. Starting with the beach, of course. Tampa and the area in general has a lot of different beaches and sandy areas and bay areas. Definitely check out the beach. Go to Clearwater Beach, which is literally right across the bridge from Tampa. It's an amazing beach, one of the best beaches in the world. Here's some of the drone footage I have of the area. The next thing is the Tampa Bay Theater. So it's an old school looking theater. I did a review on it a long time ago. It's just a really cool and historic looking building. It's nothing like you'll ever see in any other part of Tampa besides this actual theater. So I mean, definitely check it out, especially if you love like old buildings and things like that. It's really cool. Definitely do the behind the scenes tour if you can. And lastly is doing a Tampa Bay food tour. Now for me, I did not understand how much in the variety of foods that Tampa Bay had until I did one of these just off a whim. And ever since then, my ultimate goal while living here is to try as much food, of course, and with reason, as possible. I mean, I don't want to just overload and just eat. But every time I do have the urge to go out to eat somewhere, I try to do something different because Tampa Bay has just so many different places to eat. And a lot of it's really, really good. So, I mean, you all see I do food reviews all the time on my channel. I haven't done that much in Tampa because I literally just go there so much I kind of forget about it. But I want to start doing it more now because there is a lot of good food in Tampa. So, again, like I said, these are some things that didn't make the cut. But if you have the time or if you live here, definitely try it out. Big Cat Sanctuary. Nah, I'm kidding. I just had to do it. Ironically though, I will be honest before I move on to the real number one. This actually was number one on TripAdvisor when I first moved here. And so I did go there. This is before Tiger King even existed. I actually went there twice now that I think about it. But yeah, it's just, even before all that nonsense happened, I just really did not enjoy that place that much because it just felt weird. I don't know. Something about it felt off. And of course, now after everything went down, I know exactly what happened. But I did do a review on it, so if you want to check that out, there's definitely a video link of that experience. The real number one. Busch Gardens and Adventure Island. Now, I don't know how to say this without upsetting some people or surprising some people, but if you all are familiar with my channel, and if you know how many parks I've been to over the years, I mean, it's close to about, I don't know, I would say about 50 or 60 now. Busch Gardens Tampa is my favorite theme park in the world. It has everything I love. I love to go to shows when it's hot outside and I want to take a rest. They have great shows. I love roller coasters. Like, that's the whole reason why I go to theme parks. It has literally one of the best roller coasters that's sitting dormant right now, literally on its property, and other roller coasters are great as well. It has animals, and I mean, you all heard me go on and on about the zoo. I love seeing animals. I don't agree with the animals being caged up, but at the same time, I just love to learn about animals, and Busch Gardens has it all. So Busch Gardens is an amazing park. And Adventure Island, I mean, I literally had never been there until about two years ago, and I just happened to go there because it was included with my season pass for Busch Gardens. And it is one of the most relaxing, just chill water parks I've been to. Like, I love water parks, I love water slides, but the one thing I can't stand is going to a water park that has kids running around being crazy and screaming and lines just everywhere, everybody complaining. Adventure Island, every time I've been there, has never been busy. I don't know why. I'm sure I haven't went on a crazy summer day, but either way, it's a really good park. So, I mean, to have both those parks side by side, they literally share parking lots when they get busy. It's just amazing. And the good thing is, it all is included in Tampa Bay, Florida. So I hope you all enjoyed this list. This is my first time doing one of these top 10s on my channel. like I said, I just wanted to really represent Tampa Bay because I've lived in Tampa Bay and I've also lived in Orlando. And Orlando gets so much more shine than Tampa Bay, which honestly is a good thing because we don't have nearly as many tourists. So it actually feels like a livable city versus Orlando. But either way, I'm actually going to do one of these videos for Orlando because I know a lot about the city as well. And I do love Orlando as well, but I just like Tampa a little bit more because it's more my style. But I hope you all again like this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, again, subscribe for more content just like this. Share this video with somebody else. And I'll see you soon. It's your boy, Mr. Bucket List. Peace out.